What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, Floyd Mayweather does an exclusive interview with Fight Hype, as he always does. And Floyd Mayweather addressed what should be next for Terence Crawford in his next fight. And he was asked about Terence Crawford chasing down and pursuing a mega showdown with a former foe of his in Saul Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez, Floyd Mayweather, they fought back in 2013. Okay, Floyd Mayweather won a unanimous decision, and I'm going to say he won a unanimous decision because we had a bogus scorecard that saw a draw. Floyd Mayweather won every single round. The only round he probably lost was the 12th round, where he just simply took the 12th round off. Okay, because he put it in cruise control because he knew he was the victor, right? So Floyd Mayweather is stating that. Now, at the time, Canelo Alvarez was 40 plus wins, 5 title defenses, and a unification bout against the second best fighter in his division, at third at worst, in Austin No Doubt Trout, in a unification bout. He dropped Austin Trout and won the fight. Then he fought Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather beat him, outclassed him. Canelo was 23, Floyd Mayweather was 36. With that said, Floyd Mayweather's victory over Canelo Alvarez looks better and better every single day. Every single day, his victory over Canelo Alvarez looks better and better with the accomplishments Canelo Alvarez is putting forth. So with that said, we know Terence Crawford is coming off the biggest win in his career, July 29th, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena, when he took on and defeated Earl the True Spence Jr. in an undisputed welterweight mega showdown, and he dominated the fight. He then set his sights on bigger things, accomplishing goals that seem to be out of the realm of possibility, like jumping up 3 weight classes and fighting and beating undisputed Canelo Alvarez. Now, Canelo Alvarez is 5'8" with a 70-inch arm reach. Terence Crawford is about 5'8.5" with a 74-inch arm reach. Canelo Alvarez has 64 fights total in his career. 60 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 big wins by way of knockout. Terence Crawford has 40 fights total. 40 wins, no loss, no draw, 31 wins by way of knockout. Now, Terence Crawford is 36. Canelo is 33, right? So, with that said, Floyd Mayweather understands the style matchup for Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. And he fights, that being Terence Crawford, fights and beats Canelo Alvarez, going up to Canelo Alvarez's weight class and beating the undisputed Saul Canelo Alvarez and being a 3-division undisputed world champion. And with this fight looming, with him possibly facing off against Tim Tszyu, Keith Thurman winner, who they fight March 30th in a few weeks, okay? Him fighting the winner of that fight, okay, that's going to, make him, if he fights and beats Tim Tszyu, should Tim Tszyu beat Keith Thurman and he retain his WBO title at 154, and Canelo and Terence Crawford goes to 154, fights and beats Tim Tszyu, that's going to make him a 4-division world champion and 2-division undisputed champion. If he was to jump up and fight and beat Canelo Alvarez, that's going to make him a 5-division world champion and undisputed in 3 separate weight classes. That accomplishment is extremely high. So with that said, Floyd Mayweather essentially is saying that he first said that David Benavidez should just move on and have to wait his turn instead of trying to pursue a Canelo Alvarez fight. He have to wait his turn like everybody else, right? Now he's saying that since David Benavidez, who is the undefeated 2-time WBC super middleweight world champion, Mexican Ecuadorian superstar boxer, who is the Mexican Ecuadorian monster, David Benavidez, who is the mandatory for Canelo Alvarez, whom was the best fighter in the division before Canelo Alvarez came there, who was the champion and lost his belt on the scale. He lost his belt due to recreational drugs use, and he never lost in the ring. And he's Canelo Alvarez mandatory, saying that David Benavidez has to wait his turn. But Abney Yildirim didn't have to wait his turn. Okay, Billy Joe Saunders didn't have to wait his turn. These fighters didn't have to wait their turn, right? John Ryder didn't have to wait his turn. He's looking to fight Jaime Munguia May 4th. He didn't have to wait his turn. And David Benavidez, this is his division, and he was the king of the division. Nonetheless, now he's saying that Terence Crawford is not going to get the fight with Canelo Alvarez, so he should focus on a fight with David Benavidez, seeing as though they're both trying to pursue Canelo Alvarez, and it's not going to happen. Well, they should just go ahead and fight one another. Okay. This now, people have an issue with Floyd Mayweather picking and choosing his opponents, okay? But when you look at it from this standpoint, okay, David Benavidez is extremely big, okay? He's 6'2", 75-inch arm reach. Now I understand him going up to the weight class and trying to challenge Canelo Alvarez. So if you're going to go up to that weight class and you're going to try to challenge Canelo Alvarez, you should be able to challenge David Benavidez. But Canelo Alvarez is not as big of a guy as David Benavidez is, okay? David Benavidez is 28 wins, no loss, no draw, 24 wins by way of knockout, 27 years of age, 6'2" with a 75-inch arm reach, right? He's extremely big, okay? Canelo Alvarez is big in weight, right, wise when it comes to him and Terence Crawford. But David Benavidez is extremely big, right? So he's saying that he should fight David Benavidez, and or he should go ahead and fight Jaron Boots Ennis, okay? Now undefeated, newly crowned IBF welterweight world champion, superstar boxer, the phenom, as I refer to him as, Jaron Boots Ennis, who is 31 wins, no loss, no draw, 28 wins by way of knockout. He is 26 years of age, 5'10" with a 74-inch arm reach. So he's saying that he should fight Jaron Boots Ennis. And if you don't want to fight Jaron Boots Ennis, just tell the world you don't have no interest in fighting Jaron Boots Ennis, and don't fight him and do what you want. He says it's up to the fighter to do what's best for the fighter. And if he don't want to fight Jaron Boots Ennis, he shouldn't be forced to fight Jaron Boots Ennis, but he should just tell the world he don't want to fight Jaron Boots Ennis, right? So he's saying that, so then he was asked financially, does that suit Terence Crawford? Because the place where Terence Crawford is compared to Floyd Mayweather. So he goes on to say, well, I gave other fighters opportunities, and that's what it's all about, giving opportunities. If you don't want to give this fighter Boots Ennis an opportunity, then just say you don't want to fight him. Well, Floyd Mayweather's not being correct. Okay, Floyd Mayweather, he's saying he gave fighters opportunities. When he gave fighters opportunities, they had to come off the biggest win of their career. Okay, they had to mean that they brought revenue value to the fight. Okay, there was stipulations that you needed when you fought Floyd Mayweather. Okay, Jaron Ennis has earned a title because Terence Crawford was stripped of the IBF title after beating Errol Spence, and Jaron Ennis was Errol Spence's mandatory. He inherited it, Jaron Ennis, as a mandatory. Okay, Jaron Ennis hasn't had that big marquee fight. Now, do I want to see Terence Crawford and Jaron Ennis? 1,000%. But Floyd Mayweather is being an absolute hypocrite with what he says. Because when he fought Canelo Alvarez, and before he fought Canelo Alvarez, he made sure Canelo Alvarez was in a position where Canelo Alvarez had to prove himself to be financially revenue worthy of making a fight and coming off the biggest win, which was Austin Trout in the unification bout. And he was on Floyd Mayweather's co-main event a few times to help bolster his name. So he's saying that he should just go ahead and fight Jaron Ennis, give him the opportunity like he gave opportunities. No, you had to come off the biggest win of your career, and you had to prove that you had revenue value in coming into the fight. When he, again, like I said, when he fought Canelo, Canelo was established, a unified champion, and Canelo had a massive win over Austin Trout, right? When he fought, the only guy that he was didn't have to do that with was Manny Pacquiao. When he fought and beat Miguel Cotto had come off the biggest win, or one of the biggest wins, beating Sergio Martinez. Okay, and then when he fought and beat Robert Guerrero. Okay, when he beat Robert Guerrero came off the win against Andre Berto. When he beat Canelo, Austin Trout, he came off that win. When he fought and beat, plenty of fighters, they was coming off the biggest wins of their career. And they brought financial revenue value to the fight. Right now, Boots Ennis has not done that. He's not headlined a big card. He's not had a marquee fight. So he's saying that, in other words, putting it, you don't want to fight him, just say you don't want to fight him. Right? And as far as David Benavidez is huge. Terence Crawford already says styles make fights. And he's absolutely huge, right? He's huge for Canelo. Canelo's huge, quote unquote, for Terence Crawford. Everybody's saying that Terence Crawford is making a mistake going up there and fighting Canelo Alvarez because size matters. Now he's going to fight a guy that's much bigger than Canelo. And then he goes on to say, well, he's only answering the question, based off of the what's being presented to him as far as Canelo Alvarez not fighting him, and they both want to fight. Dave Benavidez, Terence Crawford want to fight Canelo. They ain't going to fight him, so they might as well go ahead and fight each other. Amazing. So Terence Crawford looking to fight Tim Tszyu, Keith Thurman winner, makes sense, and then fight the winner of, and hopefully land the Canelo Alvarez fight. Looks like Canelo Alvarez going back with the PBC for Jaime Munguia in May and Jamal Charlo in September. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. That's all I got for y'all. I'm gone. Peace.